Foxfire Tarot. I'm going to be doing the general reading for May. So I'm just going to go ahead and shuffle the deck. And we're going to jump right into it. Because I'd like to get the rest of my horoscopes up this weekend. Okay. So currently I think I've got Taurus and Libra that uploaded today. So I meant to do this general reading first, but I was just kind of drawn to those two signs for some reason. So they got done first. And you know what? Sometimes I just do them in no particular order. I just go by feeling, energetically. So, okay, here we go. So general reading for the collective for the month of May, please. Okay, so right off the bat, we've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is pretty accurate. Everybody's got their money on their mind. I feel like there's a lot of you out there too who are opening up different savings accounts, accounting, investing into stocks and bonds and things because you want to have some passive income coming in. Okay, the Five of Pentacles. Again, a second card coin, which is 15. 5 and 1 is 6. Okay. So I feel like some of you are feeling neglected in the workplace. I feel like a lot of you are struggling to get by, and you're not really feeling that achievement being awarded to you, especially through COVID times. For those of you who are working from home, I don't think you're getting the recognition that you would like to get. Oh wow, another Pentacle card. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse. Another coin card, and the Justice card, and the Empress. Holy smokes. Okay. Okay, so a lot of you are dealing with some family problems. I feel like there's some financial issues with the family. I feel like a marriage of some sort of partnership currently taking place, and you are kind of holding on to your finances close to your wallet. Your wallet's close to your you got it locked down. The Justice card is here in the center position, though, so I feel like some of you who are out there are maybe going through some legal issues or coming to terms with financial matters. There is an outcome coming, so you will be getting that. And it's in your favor because you have the Empress card right beside it, which is a very good card. It's an abundance card. It's an authoritative card. It's a female energy. It is, the queen of confidence, and she's very much aware of her surroundings. And right below the Nine of Pentacles, which is the other female counterpart who basically does a lot of work and saves her money and is very she's very how do I put this? She's very organized in terms of where to put her money, what, to pay, when to pay it. Very, very good with money, okay? But there's some of you out there who are really struggling with money. But the certainty is that you do have the Justice card here in the center position, which is right below the looking for recognition. So I feel like you are going to get that. Let me just look at that Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, a lot of you are working really hard, like workaholic energy, financial setbacks. So I feel like because you are holding on to your money currently, you don't want that to happen. So I feel like that's the overall energy, again, just confirming what I just said. So that's looking good. We have the Justice card, which again represents, coming to a conclusion, and there's abundance coming in. Okay. And again, the Justice card in the book is talking about balance. So I feel like, again, with that energy of, trying to keep all your money balanced in your checkbooks and things like that, that's a good thing. So a lot of you out there are doing the right thing in terms of money. I feel like we've all learned from the first two waves of COVID, and this is definitely a financial reading for the General Collective. I feel like it's all coins. So let's keep going and see what the universe has in store. Perhaps there's some information with respect to, what is coming toward you, and what energies are coming in to help through this for those of you who are struggling, and just for those of you who need more clarity. Okay, Spirit definitely does talk to you and shows you the signs in life, and if you follow them, then when you're on the right track, you can just tell. For those of you who are intuitively collected and have a good, what's the word I'm looking for? Have a good understanding of the philosophy of manifestation and the divine. Okay, here we go. So we have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician card in the upright position. So that's good. Talking about manifestation came right out. And the Magician card, like, manifestation isn't always about like one-time thing. Like, it's an infinite amount of abundance. Like, you just have to really put your intentions out in the world. You have to really tell yourself and the rest of the universe what it is you seek, what it is you want in detail, and then work really hard towards it. And you will be rewarded for the most part, for those of you who are doing right by your contract that you've made to come back into this world, in terms of what you've accomplished and what your path is and what you're supposed to learn. And if you're doing all of those things, then the universe will reward you. You've made a deal, and you know what? It's like, hey, I'll do this and this and this. This is what I want to come to me, and basically that's how it goes for the most part. Okay, so last card, please. Universal energy for the General Collective. Again, all kinds of money cards. There we go. Page of Swords. Oh, and the Eight of Wands. Okay, so you have some information coming towards you. Someone's coming towards you. I feel like it's an air sign or a fire sign. I do see some air sign here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Definitely. Okay, so there's, okay, yeah. Okay. So yeah, so there is a feeling of office politics. So for those of you, I think, who are dealing with the challenges at work, that Justice Empress energy, I think that is what that card represents. So just be careful of, sloppy work. Check yourself. Put some checks and balances in place to make sure that you're doing the things you think you're doing, in terms of, work, tasks, duties, things like that. Don't cut corners. Take it very seriously, because this is what your job is and you want it to represent yourself. I know a lot of you out there are feeling like you don't have much team support, again, because of COVID, and a lot of you are working from home, or maybe because you can't work, and you're feeling very struggled by this, right? This is like this constant confusion of when everything's going to come back to normal. Well, it's not going to go back to normal. That's the general consensus, that this paradigm shift we're in is a forever thing. This will go on for years, okay? And I feel like this is something that people have to re-evaluate, and really put in perspective what it is in this world that you can do from home as well as outside the home. So A lot of people are re-evaluating their situation, like how can I get some passive income again with that investment information there coming at me. Where can I find the balance financially so that I can have a nest egg, so that I can have something to fall back on, so that if something comes again, if there's another wave of some other kind of virus, because there will be most likely, how can I travel with all these extra expenses now added to traveling, because that's what's going to happen. And I hate to sound negative. I don't want to sound negative, but that's the reality of things. Like, so I think a lot of you are just kind of feeling like that push and pull energy again. Like I said, in the first of the year, it's going to be like this right up, right up to the end of May. I think we're kind of come out of this in May. Things are going to go back to normal a little bit, and then September it's going to kind of like fall back again. So that's the general for the next 3 to 4 months. Okay. But in this Three of Pentacles, yeah, so it does talk about sort of like feeling like there's, no team support. It's definitely a work-related card. So again, this just confirms this energy I've got going on here. And the main feeling I'm getting from the Magician card is that, a lot of you are trying to look for that abundance, and it is coming through. That's something that you're going to make happen. It's not something that you haven't been thinking of. It's something that you've been really, really putting your energy into. So good for you. And that, definitely talks about new opportunities, right? So there's new opportunities coming in, I feel like, for a lot of you, that, feeling of, just watch your work out. Just so the basic message from the universal part of this reading is that watch yourself, be careful and cautious, and opportunities will come. Okay, you have a lot of abundance coming in right now, and you just have to focus on the balance of things. And I feel like that's what a lot of you are doing right now, which is wonderful. The Page of Swords is a communication card. It's coming in hot with right behind it the Nine of Wands, which is a pause from work. So a lot of you, again, with COVID, it makes sense that a lot of you are kind of in delay, waiting to reap the rewards of all of your achievements. And again, that's the basic understanding I have. So let me just look at the card for Nine of Wands just to confirm. Yeah, so competence. Again, that competence card will come in when you really focus on, being quality of work instead of quantity of work. So again, this is the competence card. So a lot of you are very competent. That communication's coming in with the Page of Swords, talking about truthfulness, okay, and fairness. So yeah, you're gonna get some news. It might even be about travel, to be honest. I feel like some of you are going to end up traveling once these restrictions are lifted, because of your hard work and saving and putting things away, and really, really concentrating on what it is that is important instead of buying frivolous things and getting caught up in the economy of the marketplace. Like, do I need 5 sets of, I don't know, cutlery or whatever it is? We're really simplifying our life, and I feel like that's the general feeling for a lot of us. I know myself, I do feel like there's a lot of simplicity taking place. People are reevaluating. People are taking stock of what's in their bank account. What do I need to spend on? If being frugal means, listen, people who are rich, aren't rich because they spend a lot of money. They're rich because they save. They're rich because they know how to, they know and respect the value of a hard-earned dollar, and they put it away and they save it and they invest it, and so I feel like a lot of you are really getting to that point where, yes, I want to invest my money. I want passive income. I want to be able to rely on something down the road, because you know what? Nothing's ever guaranteed anymore. And that's the general feeling going into May and June, is that, this feeling of like, oh, is this ever going to end? Nobody understands where we are, and it's confusing. And you know what? That's just the future. That's where we are. And unfortunately, that's something we're going to have to adjust to, rearrange our life to. And definitely come to terms with it, because I don't feel like, there's the energy is that, like, a lot of us just want things to go back to the way they were, and they never will. They will to some capacity. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we're going to be stuck at home forever, but we're going through a transitional period. Things are changing. The financial banks and systems are changing. The way we shop is changing. Big chain restaurants, big chain shopping mall. I don't see that in our future. I don't see shopping malls. I feel like everybody will be, purchasing online. There will be a lot of work from home. That's within the next 10 years or so. But I'm just throwing that out there because I get that energy coming in right from that Nine of Wands energy and the Page of Swords. So again, that Page of Swords energy, that that confidence card, um, so just be careful not to be defensive or protective. Watch your boundaries. I know a lot of you feel exhausted right now, maybe some paranoia about things, but things are going to, again, that abundance card is there, so it is coming through. I just want to check on one other thing. So yeah, that truthfulness card, I just wanted to. So, okay. So because this confidence card is there, you're bringing new ideas to the table. For some of you out there, you're bringing work ideas to the table and how to do things differently to compensate for what's happening right now. And I feel like that's going to pay off for you. So the balance is there with your money. The Empress card is there to remind you that abundance is coming in. You are manifesting what you want. Be careful to check your work and bring your ideas. You need to communicate your ideas to the people who are above you so that they can compensate you for your hard works, okay? Because they know and they're going to see your competence, all right? So I just want to check the overall energy of this reading on the bottom of the deck, and that's the King of Cups. Look at that. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that's an assurance card. So let me just read what it says. So it's basically compassion, generosity, kindness, a caring card. It's very emotional, positive emotions, positive reinforced feelings of accomplishment and happiness and joy, and it's blissful. Like the King of Cups is an abundance card as well because he's like the king of the water sign. Like he is the one that has the cup full. He has enough energy to give. He has, or she with the male energy, has the ability to comfort, to be there for people because all of the soul, I guess, appetites are being fulfilled. So, for example, if you're feeling the need to do A, B, C, and D, and that's being done, then you are exhibiting that King of Cups energy. So this is about assurances. Things are going to all work out. Just have to really put a lot of intention into what you want into the universe, and I do feel like good things are coming, guys, so just hang in there, okay? I feel like there's some financial changes as well in Canada coming to basic income amount as well, so I'm looking forward to the result of that bill that's being currently in the reading. I think it's in the finish the second reading, so we're just waiting on the outcome of that, which would be wonderful to have a basic income for everyone, especially here in Halifax, Nova Scotia, because the rent is incredibly high, and I feel like a lot of people are really thinking about that too. The cost of living, the cost of apartment renting, the cost of owning your own home, the cost of food, the cost of gas, all of these things that we can change, a lifestyle change, right? And with this business model changing, I think we're just paradigm shifting, right? We're all shifting into this new kind of timeline in which there is a lot of change happening. You're going to see a big breakthrough in AI technology. You're going to see a lot of electronic passports. That's already been talked about. Paperwork, that's already been talked about. So all the things I said in December are basically kind of coming to fruition now. And again, travel, I think travel is going to remain on the lockdown for quite a while. I mean, I know England is starting to think about, kind of pulling back a little and letting people coming in, but it's not going to last. They're going to shut that down right away. Believe that. Okay, so that's the overall energy of this reading. I thank you for joining me. Tune in for the rest of the horoscopes I'm going to hopefully accomplish today and tomorrow. If not today, definitely by tomorrow. So I hope that's helped you guys. Oh, I'm going to pull one card for... Okay, so this is like a really cool deck. It's kind of like universal energy. It's kind of like chakra, geometry, sacred geometry, soul cards. Like they're kind of like basically Akashic record reaffirming things, you know, little messages and that. So I'm going to pull one card for you guys, and hopefully it resonates with a lot of you, and maybe it might even correlate with this reading, which would be lovely because that's what we want. Okay, so what do we need, universe? Please give us a... There we are. So, okay, humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. Yeah, so again, we're simplifying life. We're trying not to make things complicated. We really want to get back to the basics, you know? Making our own foods, getting, you know, out of processed foods, getting into abundance of, like, what is poverty? Do you know what I mean? Like, what is poverty? What is it? Are you hungry? Is that, you know, is that the definition of poor? Is it, you know, you don't make a certain amount of money? Is that the definition of poor? I feel like that's a shift as well that's coming. I think we're going to see a lot of changes financially that way as well. So, yeah, so you got to laugh in the face of all this stuff, guys, and just keep a light side, you know, like, put on a happy face and just, you know, roll with the punches and let the water fall off that duck feather, and, you know, everything's going to work out, basically. So, there's a little Buddha guy standing there. So cute. I'll show you. He's a little Buddha. Okay, so yeah, so just choose to focus on the lighter side of things, and everything's going to be fantastic. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you next time we wake up on my timeline. Bye.